Everybody swears that their sport is the hardest. Football guys think that soccer's for wimps. Soccer guys think basketball doesn't have enough cardio. And don't even get me started on hockey guys. But today I'm gonna settle this. I'm going to be ranking 11 popular sports from easiest to hardest. This will be based off of skill, athleticism, and how much pain you have to endure. But let me preface this by saying that every sport is hard in its own way, but some are definitely harder than others. Let's go. Golf is a precision sport where players try to hit a small ball into a hole using as few strokes as possible. It takes incredible mental focus, patience, and muscle memory. However, you're walking for most of the round and the actual swing is brief. So physically, it's one of the lightest sports here. Still, mastering your swing and controlling your nerves under pressure is no joke. But compared to everything else on the list, it's the least physically demanding. Baseball is a bat and ball game where players try to hit pitches and score by running bases. The hardest part is hitting a 90-mile-per-hour fastball. It's all about timing and hand-eye coordination. But in between, there's a lot of standing around and waiting. It's mentally demanding, but doesn't push your body to the limit like other sports here. That's why I'm putting it as a good challenge. It's skill-based, but not grind-based. Tennis is a racket sport where you rally the ball over a net to outscore your opponent. Matches can go on for hours, and there's constant movement and reaction. It takes endurance, quick feet, and precise technique to win at a high level. It's a tough solo sport, but there are breaks between points, and it's not full contact. It's tough, but not brutal. A good challenge. Basketball is a fast-paced team sport where players aim to score by shooting the ball into a hoop. You're constantly moving, sprinting, jumping, cutting, defending. It requires cardio, coordination, awareness, and a high skill on both ends of the floor. There is some contact, but nothing like football or rugby. Still, the non-stop pace makes it way harder than you think. Soccer is the world's most popular sport, and while players run almost non-stop, it's more of an endurance grind than pure brutality. It takes cardio, footwork, and skill, but compared to football or rugby, you're not getting slammed every play. The pressure and tactics are tough, but it's more mental endurance than physical punishment. Still, I'm putting this over basketball because you can only use your feet for the whole entire game. Football, my favorite sport ever. Even though it's not the world's most popular sport, it's definitely America's most popular sport. Football is a high-contact team sport with insane collisions and non-stop strategy. You've got blocking, tackling, running, catching. Every play is a mini car crash. Yes, it's start and stop, but the violence in those bursts is next level. And while difficulty does depend on position, most spots on the field are pure grind. That's why football deserves its spot here. Straight up tough. Wrestling is a one-on-one combat sport focused on pinning or controlling your opponent. You're using every muscle in your body, constantly fighting for position and leverage. It takes massive strength, grit, and conditioning. There's no hiding. It's you, another person, and a few minutes that feel like war. Pure grind, straight up tough. Rugby is basically football with no pads and barely any rest. You're tackling, rucking, passing, and running with constant contact for 80 minutes. It's physically brutal, mentally tough, and non-stop chaos. And if you're not conditioned, rugby's gonna break you. And don't even get me started on rugby sevens, man. It's violent and exhausting, which makes it a clear, straight up tough. Gymnastics is a sport where athletes perform routines on beams, bars, and the floor, combining strength, flexibility, and control. Every moment needs perfection. There's no room for mistakes. It takes years of training to even compete, and the margin of error is razor thin. You need freakish body awareness, flexibility, and nerves of steel. Easily one of the hardest sports in the world. Elite grind. Boxing is a combat sport where two athletes fight with punches over multiple timed rounds. You're constantly moving, dodging, and trying not to get hit while still attacking. It's physically brutal and mentally draining. One lapse and it's lights out. You need cardio, toughness, and a strong chin. Boxing is all about survival. Elite grind. Hockey is a fast-paced sport played on ice where players skate while trying to score with a puck. You're sprinting on skates, controlling a puck, taking hits, and sometimes even throwing hands all at once. It's cold, violent, and chaotic, and one of the hardest sports to even learn how to move in. Skating alone takes years to master. Then you add on the rest. There's no debate. Hockey's certified S, elite grind. That's it for the tier list. Respect to every sport, but let's be honest, not all grinds are built the same. And I know I'm gonna piss a lot of people off, so drop your smoke in the comments. I'm ready to argue.